What do you say when your parents find you? Yahoo!
Imagine you're on a game show. Behind one of these 3 doors is a brand new car. Behind the other 2, goats. You pick door 1. The host, who knows what's behind each door, opens door 3, revealing a goat. Now he asks, do you want to switch door 2 or stick with your original choice of door 1? What do you do? This scenario isn't just a game show gimmick. It's a world-famous probability puzzle known as the Monty Hall Problem, named after the legendary host Monty Hall of the American TV show Let's Make a Deal. First airing in 1963, the show became iconic for its deals, costumes, and its final round, the big deal of the day. In this segment, contestants would choose between mystery doors hoping to walk away with a prize, but often ended up with a goat instead. So let's break it down. What should you do? Well, when you choose a door, you have a 1 out of 3 chance of picking the car, obviously, and a 2 out of 3 chance of picking a goat. Then the host, who always reveals a goat from the remaining doors because he obviously knows where the goat is and where the car is, gives you the option to switch. Here's the key. That 2 in 3 probability of having picked a goat at the start doesn't vanish. It transfers to the other unopened door. So switching doors actually gives you a 2 in 3 chance of winning. Well, that feels wrong, right? Most people instinctively think that the odds are 50-50 after a goat is revealed. After all, you're picking between 2 doors. One has the car and one has the goat. But that's because our brain struggles with conditional probability. We tend to ignore how the host's action gives us new information. The Monty Hall problem is a classic example of how human intuition can fail us. Not just a game show problem. Mathematicians and statisticians love this problem. Well, let's simulate 100 rounds. Stick with your choice and you win about 33 of the time. Switch every time, you actually win around 66%. That's because when you switch, you're leveraging the probability that you picked a goat originally, and that's a 2/3 chance. As the popularity of the show skyrocketed, the problem followed and hit the mainstream in 1990, when Marilyn Vos Savant, famed for having the world's highest IQ, answered it in the Parade magazine. She said, "You should always switch." However, thousands of readers of the magazine, including doctors with PhDs and mathematicians, wrote in to said she was wrong. But actually, she wasn't. Simulations and logic proved her right. Even Monty Hall himself later confirmed the strategy works, though he joked that on the real show he'd sometimes change the rules to keep contestants guessing. So let's go deeper into the show. Monty Hall, the man behind the curtains, was more than just a host. He was a game show mastermind. He admitted that the game was as much about psychology as probability. He'd sometimes tempt contestants to switch or stay based on their confidence, hesitation, or enthusiasm. This means the real-life version of the problem included human behaviors and bluffing, making the show both a math puzzle and mind game, which is part of the reason why it has been so popular for decades. If you look at it on a bigger scale, though, the Monty Hall problem isn't just about goats, cars, and game shows. It has implications in everyday decision-making, from poker strategy to cybersecurity and medical testing too. Understanding how these information changes probabilities is key to making better choices in uncertain situations. For example, the Monty Hall problem exists in poker a lot. Imagine you're in a Texas Hold'em hand. You're heads up on the river and your opponent makes a large bet. You don't have a great hand, let's say a weak top pair, but it could still beat a bluff. You now face a choice. Call and hope your opponent is bluffing, or fold and save your chips. Now think about this like the Monty Hall problem. Initially, before the bet, you estimated your opponents could have a strong hand 2/3 of the time, a bluff 1/3 of the time. But now they make a big bet. That's like the host, Monty Hall, revealing new information. In poker terms, this action is not random. Just like Monty doesn't open a door with a card behind it, it's based on hidden information your opponent shows. Their hands. If your opponent always bets big with strong hands but rarely bluffs, the probability that they're bluffing now is even lower than before, maybe only 10%. Your chances of winning if you call are slim. Just like switching in the Monty Hall problem increases your odds, folding here is like switching, adjusting your decision based on updated possibilities. So how should you win the game show, or at least improve your odds in life? Well, you might have to think in a probability way. Challenge your gut instinct and remember that the obvious answer isn't always the right one. Switching doors isn't just a trick, it's a mindset. Learning to think like a statistician, even in everyday choices, can dramatically change your success rate. In the case of this game show, well, according to math and statistics, the best possibility is switch your choice. If Monty Hall reveals that door 3 is a goat and you chose door 1, then the best choice, according to math and statistics, is switch to door 2 and hopefully win the car. Now, however, like Monty Hall said, the game and the game show itself can be more complex. Monty Hall, the host, might even play tricks on you by playing mind games. So next time you're faced with a choice, remember, knowledge of probability can put you in the driver's seat, literally. Whether you're playing for prizes or making life decisions, thinking in probability is your secret weapon. The Monty Hall logic teaches you that information reveals matter. Just like Monty's door choice affects your odds, you must always shift your strategy and reconsider your actions after carefully observing any patterns and understanding the situations. A shift in pattern can dramatically change your success. You might even win a car or become a millionaire in one of these game shows. So what do you think? Have your opinions on game shows changed after watching the video? Drop a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on the no-brainer for science, history, and philosophy and more. And check out our Instagram and X for more content.